Tell him I got the juice.
I'm sitting here thinking, I think one of my toxic traits is if you like me and I happen to like you back, honestly, if I ain't hear from you for a whole day, baby, bye.
Mm.
Nice knowing you, sweetie. Cause I don't got time for another excuse. I don't got time. Oh, my phone, I was with bro. Oh, forgot. No. A text message takes 1.3 seconds. Am I not that important? Oh, you can do that all by yourself, right? Well, then Christina's gone. I'm not playing because technically that's a no call, no show. So guess what? You're fired, buddy. Sayonara. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200. Go straight to jail.
Straight to jail, huh? I like that she says in the beginning that it's a toxic trait of hers. I think that's an important thing to keep in mind.
I need my man not to be able to breathe without me. I need to be his oxygen. So what? Was you flatline that whole day? Oh, okay. I thought so. Then bye. That's what I'm saying. Don't like me. Don't like you. Could go a whole day without talking to me. Oh, okay, cool. That means I'm not that important. And that's fine. That's cool. So bye. Like, it's that simple. That's what I'm saying. Do not like me.
The biggest struggle for me in seeing that, and maybe I'm the only person that has ever caught TikToks and social media clips and was like, "Oh snap, no, you right," and start agreeing to things, and then actually, furthermore, start doing it and practicing it after a while, just because of how many people agreed to it, how many people amended in the comment section. It was all for it, and I definitely used to be that guy, and I'm definitely grown and still growing, and so much of just being discerning in what I listen to, what I hear, what I catch, and apply in my own life. But it just seems like in this culture today, so many people are so caught up in wanting to be important and wanting to be so important that they need to be a major priority in your life when you first meet them, when attractions and feelings are first starting to come along. And if you can go a whole day without talking to me, then you aren't the one. And so we're almost limiting this connection in this relationship to how much can you serve me and how much can you actually show me that I'm important and that I'm valued by getting back to me every day or sending a message to me immediately and all these kinds of things. And so we almost measure all of that by selfish standards, me. And this one text that I'm considering in response to thoughts like this, of course, not attacking her, but just some thoughts like this, is something that has helped me transition from thinking similar along these lines and has actually helped me see a lot clearer on really the foundation of relationships and how we're really supposed to move. That's been so beneficial. 1 Corinthians 13. I know if you guys follow me, I reference this a lot, but this is really, I'm telling you, in the year of 2023 has been such a blessing in so many ways through hardship and through pain and through heartbreak and all those kinds of things. And this is a text that I was encouraged to write, rewrite, and really study. And this has definitely become a stamp in my life this year in terms of learning how to love others properly. And this is what it says: love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. There's so many messages that we could come up with this passage of scripture, but as it pertains to this video, for you to measure somebody being the right person for you by whether or not they respond to you quickly, if they get back to you every day, I think we are missing the point of really what this relationship and building this relationship ought to look like. And I'm not trying to tell you that you're wrong for wanting somebody to talk to you every day. I just think that if that's something that is such a non-negotiable for you so early on, you might want to be sure that you connect to somebody who can do that for you and has a capacity to do that for you. And be honest about that, right? Be honest about that, communicate that. And I will say this: for you to want to be somebody's priority so early on when you guys are just getting to know each other, just meeting one another, I think is really not a sign of actual foundation of love being able to be created there. I think it's something that is really being looked at as, hey, this is how you're going to serve me. This is how I want to be served. This is how me. And really what we read in that passage is love is patient. Love is kind of, if it's genuine love, if this is somebody that you're actually choosing to want to love and create a genuine relationship with, learn to be patient in these areas and not try to have your way over everything so early on. I think there's a huge problem, and I'm gonna say this because I think this is real true. I've experienced it. There are so many of us in today's culture who expect to be people's priorities way too fast.
Uh-oh.
You want that person to be the only person you're texting and talking to and responding so fast, and you've only known them for a day. You've only known them for 2 weeks. You just met them on Hinge, on Tinder, on these dating apps. You just met them in person. Why is it that you want that person to be such a priority so fast? Truth be told, there are lives that people are living. There are things that people are still trying to figure out, still trying to grow into. And for us to demand somebody's attention and time actually does not turn out to be a reflection of true love in this manner. It actually turns out to be really selfish. And it's something that we need to check our own hearts on if we actually want to create a genuine long-term relationship with somebody. So here's the big kicker. If you plan on being single, keep that as your toxic trait. Straight up. If you plan on being single for the rest of your life and you don't actually desire to have a genuine, authentic relationship long term with somebody, keep that toxic trait in your life. You will stay single. Like we have to be willing, y'all, to really analyze some of the requests, some of the desires that we're really asking for, we're really wanting, and really just sit back. Okay, that's maybe this is really selfish of me to really ask of and to really demand and to really expect out of this person. I just met them. We're getting to know each other. I don't I have done nothing to earn nor deserve such a high level of prioritization. And sometimes, man, we cut people off too soon. You didn't even know why they text back. And because you have just made your reservations that there can't be any legitimate excuse as to why this person didn't get back to you in a time that you wanted it to, you made assumptions. And because of that assumption, you just wanted to return the energy that they handled you with instead of moving with a leading energy and moving with the love that we just read in 1 Corinthians 13, where I'm willing to be patient and kind. And I'm willing to actually have some conversation and really get to understand your perspective and where you're coming from. Ask questions, move in curiosity, and actually take time to do the communicative work, because this is the result. Things like that are posted. And all jokes aside, I'm not trying, again, not trying to attack her. I don't know her, and I don't know her expectations, her wants, just for as much from the next person. But if this is something that sits well with you, I'm just challenging you to check your selfishness. I'm challenging you to check what your expectations are and where you are in the relationship. Because if you just met this person, I don't see why you are trying to expect this person to respond to you so immediately, and you becoming their prioritization, them becoming your prioritization immediately off rip. Take time getting to know that person. Be present in that space. And if it is something that bothers you, where, hey, I haven't heard from you in a couple days or in a day or something like that, I'm not saying that's bad either. I'm also encouraging you to have a conversation about that, though. Raise that up to them. Hey, I really enjoy talking to you. I'm not too much of a fan of us not talking for a few days at a time. So is there any way, any capacity that you have to maybe potentially adjust this? Is there any way that we can actually incorporate a little bit more conversation to one another throughout the week, throughout the day, and learn what that person has the capacity for? Because it's possible they just don't have the capacity like you expect them to, like you want them to, or like you think they should. And then you have to be honest with yourself based on the answer they give you. Do you have the capacity to actually maintain that and no longer move with such an expectation as if this person is supposed to just come to your every beck and call every day? And if you really want to actually engage in long-term relationships with somebody, you're gonna have to address this. I struggled with it myself. It was a social media expectation and standard from seeing things like this and seeing so many people agree. And I was like, you know what, you're right. And so I started moving with expectations like this myself. I didn't get anywhere with it. I didn't get anywhere with it, but frustrated and quick to cut people off, not willing to get an understanding. And there was so much selfishness built up in that, and entitlement built up out of that. And there was no room for actual genuine love for that person. Love is not self-seeking. So I want to make sure I'm making room to understand where they're coming from, ask questions, and have conversations before cutting people off. Because that's child play. Really. That's child play. And that's not a way to actually create genuine relationships with somebody. You don't even bother to ask what could have happened because you've made assumptions that they couldn't have had that busy of a day. They couldn't have had anything gone wrong. Now, let me ask you, has there ever been a day in your life where it was so hectic that texting somebody wasn't on the priority of your mind? If you tell me no, I know you're lying. I just know you're lying. You've had days and moments where that's happened. So that, I feel like, is a toxic trait and is not healthy communication, because You are unwilling to actually move in a space of healed, healthy communication and actually ask that person, hey, I really enjoy talking to you. I'm curious to know why we can't have more conversations. Moving in patience, love, true love, which is patient and kind. And a lot of this is ego, pride, selfishness that stands in the way. And we're wondering why we're single. And we're wondering why we can't create long lasting relationships. It's because we won't get out the way. So my challenge for you is to step out the way. I learned this the hard way. I don't want you to learn it the hard way. Step out of your way. Really analyze what you're expecting and asking of this person. And is this reasonable? Do I really understand this person's life context to even give such an expectation demand to them? Or is it just because it's what social media told me and it was some cute girl who got 1 million+ views and likes? And so now it just makes sense. So I guess I need to adjust. Really? Really? Like, come on, bro. Let's get some stronger foundations that allow us to move in a different way. And forgive me if I'm talking spicy, if I'm coming off crazy, but this is something since I've learned it myself, I've really seen more and more of it in other people. And I'm so appreciative of catching something like this in my own life. I was heart checked and gut punched in my own spaces because I was reminded, bro, you're being so selfish here. This is not genuine love. This is not you moving in genuine love that you're called to. And that's all I'm trying to say. You know, you really don't know what that person has going on in their life, but it's the assumptions that is ruining that potential really good opportunity for us to find everything we've been looking for. Those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree with that take? Is that something that you're currently acting in, moving in? What are your thoughts on everything that was shared in this video? Definitely let me know in the comment section below. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, and share with a friend who can relate to anything that was shared in this video. And I appreciate you so much. And until our next conversation, be easy and be breezy, my friend. Hey, peace.